Just as a pilot would perform a number of checks before takeoff, a graphic designer will perform their own series of checks prior to package and delivery of your print design project. This is especially important with print to ensure that there are no serious errors that could prevent it from printing successfully. Today's topic: what is a pre-flight checklist? Tips for successful print design. Pre-flighting for print production is a process where the graphic designer will examine all the components that make up the project and compare them against a checklist of potential known issues. These issues, if not addressed, can cause delays in printing, result in poor print quality, or even make printing impossible. During pre-flight, if items pass the checklist, the project can move on to package and delivery. If items fail, the designer will be required to correct any issues and run the pre-flight again. Some professional design programs offer some scale of pre-flight checking automatically when you get ready to package the project, such as Adobe InDesign. However, a good designer will run the software's included pre-flight and perform their own checklist manually, as the software may not include all the item checks for the specific job. Let's take a look at a sample pre-flight checklist and the items your designer will be carefully reviewing before packaging. Layout. Does the document size match the specifications? Are bleed elements there? Does the bleed match the printer's specs? Are all page elements accounted for? Does content fit within the safety margins? Fonts and text. Are the fonts embedded? If the fonts are not embedded, are the files included? Were fonts converted to outlines? Are all fonts legible at 100% scale? Is there any overset text in the document? Images. Are images at sufficient print resolutions? Do any images contain artifacts or unsightly marks? Are images compressed? Are photos rasterized where necessary? Do images fit into their allotted frame? Is there any instance of unexpected image cropping? Color. Have all unused colors been removed from the document? Is RGB color used anywhere? Are spot colors indicated? What color swatch library was used? Have all instances of black been converted to rich black? Effects. Have all transparencies been flattened? Does the file contain layers? Are all layers to be printed? Are there any foils or any other special effects for the document? If you're unfamiliar with any of these terms, that's totally okay. That's why you've hired a professional graphic designer. They're familiar with these terms, they know what they mean, and they're able to make any corrections necessary to make sure your print project goes off without a hitch. If you've hired a professional graphic or print designer, they should be familiar with the pre-flight process. If you're not sure if they are, simply ask them what their pre-flight process is. If they look at you dumbfounded, you may have just dodged a bullet because they probably don't have a pre-flight process in place, either from lack of experience, knowledge, or sheer laziness. If a pre-flight is not conducted, your print job is at risk for errors and poor print quality. Knowing your designer has conducted a proper pre-flight should put you at ease and provide you with the certainty that the pre-flight checklist has been conducted prior to your files being packaged and delivered to both you and your print shop, reducing your risk of poor print quality or costly reprints. If you have a question or topic you'd like to know more about, please leave a comment below and it may be featured in next week's video. You can find us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Skyberry Studio. You can also find us on our website at skyberrystudio.com. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again next week for another Quick Tip Tuesdays.